Let me paint a picture for you. The first time you sit in front of the INNOCN 49, you instantly feel who it is designed for. It is for someone who thinks wide, someone who works, plays, edits, designs, and deserves a view that finally matches the scale of their ideas. If you re the kind of person who hates being boxed in by cramped monitors, this feels like home the moment it turns on. Before we keep going, check the current price and stock. Ultra-wide panels like this swing fast, especially at 240 Hz. You probably reached this point because your old setup kept interrupting your rhythm. Maybe you were dragging windows around all day just to make space. Maybe your games felt narrow and flat. Maybe your workflow felt chopped into pieces instead of flowing naturally. There is always a moment when you know you've outgrown the little screen era and you're ready for something bigger. The first time the INNOCN 49 lights up, everything changes. The 5K to OK resolution stretches across your whole field of vision like a clean canvas. You stop juggling windows. You stop zooming in and out. You stop losing track of what you were doing. Suddenly, everything you need is right there, side by side, clear and alive. Picture it, editing a timeline while your reference footage plays on the right, researching while writing, gaming with pure motion at 240 Hz, the curve wrapping the world around you. And because of the panel's clarity, every color, shadow, and highlight feels deliberate and not washed out or cramped. But it is more than performance. It is that feeling of breathing room, that feeling of momentum returning because you're no longer fighting your layout. You finally have a display that supports the way you think. If you're even slightly curious, check the link again before stock or pricing flips. These wide format models don't stay predictable for long. Maybe part of you is asking if it is too much space, too immersive, and maybe even too powerful. But remember how often you've felt trapped by limited screen real estate, how often you've scrolled endlessly, how much time you've wasted switching between tabs. Every time you looked at smaller displays, something in you hesitated, and that hesitation is exactly why you're still thinking about this one. A surprise benefit. How stable and comfortable the curve feels. It doesn't overwhelm your eyes, it guides them. It pulls you in just enough to make everything feel natural, balanced, and almost cinematic during work or play. And owning a monitor like this changes how you see your own setup. You look at your desk and think, this is the workspace of someone who takes their craft seriously, someone who expects range, someone who refuses to shrink their vision to fit a small screen. The clarity helps you focus. The width opens your mind. The refresh rate keeps every movement fluid. Your entire workflow lifts. The only downside is simple. Once you get used to this much space, every other monitor feels tiny. You've compared specs. You've overanalyzed. You've looped through choices. But deep down, you keep coming back to the one display that actually matches the way you work and play. If you're ready, check the link and claim the INNOCN 49 now. This is the kind of upgrade you feel every single time you sit down.